Hey, buddy. We've got a new task.
Stand by.
We'll need to contact the Skyan hostess if we want to immobilize the main former.
Probability of existence of such person, 0.003%.
I'm talking about Cassandra. She seems to be the only one that can clear us for entry.
Report. Former gates and doorways are controlled via a central control unit.
Literally just what I said.
Probability of being located by control unit 0, 99.9%.
Yeah, she'll call in an attack on us once she finds out who we are. So let's do it somewhere her curators will be able to do the least damage. Thompson Town could be a good place to look.
Acknowledged.
Okay. Then I'll mark a nice, forgotten little corner of the ruins on my map. We'll post up there, and we'll see.
Stand by. Commander?
Yeah. This is a good spot for contacting Cassandra.
Acknowledged.
So crank it up, do your thing, and call her.
Order insufficiently specific.
Please create a connection with Control Unit 0.
Unable to comply. Enhanced security protocols active.
Deactivate protocols. I want to talk to Cassandra.
Initiating. Please wait. Please wait. Connection to Control Unit 0 established.
Okay then. Cassandra, can you hear me?
I hear you, second humanoid anomaly of this planet. Where is your prototype?
You still haven't found Dawkins, huh? That asshole's tricky to track down when he doesn't want to be found.
Hold your position. The curators will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Or I have another suggestion. How about you welcome us into your main former?
Welcome? The second humanoid anomaly of this planet is volunteering to be imprisoned?
You got it. Throw me in the lion's den. The way things are, I'll be visiting you in the main former soon anyway.
Analyzing.
Huh. I can see how that would be confusing. So I'll clear it up for you.
Contact. Enemy units detected.
Great. We can take care of her henchmen first. And going... Keep going.
Commander? Training of Commander Core mental stability urgently recommended.
All right, let's begin my mental training.
Acknowledged. Initiating training protocol.
Thanks. Hopefully that'll be enough for a while.
Stand by.
We need to stay on track. Let's try to contact Cassandra again. The location we've chosen seems perfect for it. Let's get going.
Connection to Control Unit 0 established.
So, Cassandra, I don't think that I'm gonna let you catch me that easily. You'll have to come up with something else.
Analyzing.
Okay, hold up. I'll help you with your analysis. I know you're trying to divide us, stirring up riots and unrest among communities to keep them weak. You do that because you're scared. What if we did unite? What if we were one force?
Analyzing.
Would you still have stayed there in Marikor with your army and let us surround you?
Riots and unrest amongst people are calculated parameters.
Interesting. So you've worked it out. But what about individuals? What about a lone fighter who could get this close to you? How's that for a threat?
Where is your prototype?
I understand. Dawkins is a threat then. Of course he is. He knows things that could really mess up your day, huh? But actually, you don't even worry about it. Soon, all your dark ELEX will have contaminated everything. That's what you want, right?
High level of purity of carrier medium for transmuting individuals ensured.
Huh. Unless someone contaminates your carrier medium, or dilutes it with a similar substance. Damn. The Alb's ELEX depot in Ignadon. You're going to attack it soon, aren't you?
Contact. Enemy units detected.
Oh, God damn it, why now?
Commander?
They're starting to piss me off. But we need to keep going. I still need more information.
Will never bring that woman near me again.
You've made that abundantly clear, yes. Your robots gave us a really warm welcome at the end of the road to Caracas, by the way. Thanks for that.
Yes, I admit I acted rashly. However...
I get it. Nasty can make anyone's blood boil. Even an Alexander.
perhaps we had best not speak of it again.
What's going on? Any news about the Skyant's troop movements?
We recently had word that a large formation of their troops is approaching. I wouldn't be surprised if they've already taken up positions in front of the depot. Launch an attack soon. We must prepare for the onslaught.
You should negotiate with them.
I have tried. The principal leading them clearly indicated that he will only accept unconditional surrender. He wants our ELEX. Needless to say, that is not an acceptable option for anyone here.
Open combat in the depot will cost countless civilian lives.
It can't be helped. We will not surrender the depot without a fight.
I could try and stop them outside the depot.
That would help us a great deal, even if you could only reduce their numbers. We will take up positions here and wait for the attackers. We must prepare for battle.
This storeroom is property of the Albs of Ignadon. Entry is strictly forbidden to anyone without proper authorization.
You don't take any prisoners, huh?
When it comes to preserving my people, there is only one directive. And you clearly violated it.
All right, let's just relax. What are you doing here?
I'm Nyra. I'm in charge of our batteries.
So you're like, what, security?
Security? No, that's not exactly what I'm doing here.
Hang on a minute. Don't I know you from somewhere?
Yes, you do. We met in the domed city in Abessa. I was the only good technician in that cleric settlement. Remember? I was a separatist. It was a long time ago. The rules are different now.
Huh. Yeah, I noticed. How'd you get here?
I lost my home back when I was a separatist. I didn't know what to do. I ended up in the domed city, working as a technician for the clerics. I was doing that when we met. I survived. I even made good money. But it was a life of compromise. I often did things that went against my convictions. Those days are gone.
You're pretty impulsive for someone raised by the Albs.
I am a true Albigan now. There are consequences to that.
And anybody who doesn't do things how you like them gets hit in the head a few times.
You know better than anyone what ELEX withdrawal can do. The fight against extreme emotion can be incredibly hard on us.
Fine. I accept your apology.
There has to be a life without ELEX. It's the only way we can get our senses under control. That's why I try to stop our ELEX as often as I can.
As long as I'm not around when you do. You seem to know me well.
Well, you were a major figure in the court at the Ice Palace. It was a long time ago. But you were under the direct authority of the Hybrid, weren't you?
Pretty dark chapter in my career.
Nonetheless, I still didn't recognize you back then in the domed city. Yet more proof that blue ELEX clouds our senses without us knowing it.
There's a new group in Caracas. It calls itself the Sixth Power. Its members have gathered in the old bastion to fight off the invaders.
Why are you telling me this?
You'd be a suitable candidate to join. If you can control your mood swings.
And how do you know I don't sympathize with these alien invaders?
I don't think you'd give up control of your existence entirely. Your expertise and fighting skill would be valuable to the Sixth Power. And to me.
You could be right. I have to admit, your offer has some appeal. I wouldn't be entirely against it. However...
Oh, not entirely against it. The hell does that mean?
You were once an idol to us all. You were the most effective commander the Albs ever had. But that was long ago. You and the Free People have fought a war against us.
I was acting on my own account. That's true. But it wasn't as if I had a choice. The hybrid would have thrown the Albs to their doom.
Relying on the promises of the hybrid was a big mistake. But if everything had gone according to plan and the directive,
then sooner or later the hybrid would have put all of Magellan's creatures into the converters to snatch the ELEX from them. As a separatist, you fought for the old values of the Albs and against the hybrid. So you should know better, Nyra. No one could have survived that, not even the Albs. The Free People and I had to intervene to stop the worst from happening.
strange hearing that from your mouth, but who knows? Maybe you're right, maybe not. I'm not sure it matters. Like I said, those days are long gone.
What are your duties here at the depot?
In essence, I am committed to the preservation of our community. My role is evaluation of the secret strategic plans of the other factions. This information would give us an incredible advantage.
Who exactly do you mean when you say us? People in general or just the Albs?
Does it matter?
What happens when there's a conflict between the two?
That's irrelevant. Don't tell me that the Sixth Power wouldn't benefit immensely. If a conflict did arise, the situation would need to be reassessed.
Huh. Well, you've obviously thought this through.
No, but I'll have to do so if it actually comes to that.
However, you must admit there is a risk that our agreement may not last long.
That's always a danger, no matter what the current arrangement is.
Sounds exciting.
It sounds exciting? Wouldn't it make more sense to wait until you know whether it leads to such an emotion?
How exactly is this gonna work? Obtaining the secret, strategic plans of other factions.
Why are you so interested?
Well, while you're rotting here in your camp, you really won't be able to get a hold of anything. You're gonna have to leave the depot. And once you're outside, you'll need help if you want to get anywhere.
I see. And you're the one that's going to help?
Why not? I help you, and you become my comrade in arms.
I would need to think about that first.
I don't have much time. Answer me now.
I'll think about it.
Fine. I don't want to rush you, but...
You assure me that you'll ask nothing of me that could harm my people?
I can't promise you that. We're in a war for the survival of mankind.
A general but honest answer. I understand. All right. I'll take my chances. Listen to what I'm planning. We've noticed a few outlaws watching the depot. They're almost certainly gathering intel on our HQ and making strategic attack plans. I want those plans. I need to find out what the outlaws know so I can protect our people from them. If you want to keep your word and support me, then this is your opportunity.
You can count on me. Show me the outlaws you want to steal from.
Very determined, as always. Okay, I'm ready. Let's go. See? There they are. They've been turning up here for a while now.
It's just a scout patrol.
Maybe. but I don't like being spied on. They've hidden their strategic plans somewhere in a small repository. We'll search the repository and capture their plans.
What if they catch us doing it?
They're outlaws. No one will miss them.
Or we could just steal the plans out from under them.
And so avoid any open conflict? As you wish. Leave it up to you.
I should train my mind before that thing happens to me. Ugh. That still wasn't everything. So, better get out of here before they capture me.
I understand you've made a decision about your future with this woman.
Oh, you mean because yeah. I guess I did.
Good. Then I know where well, I feel better informed. Thanks.
I got the Outlaws' plans.
Excellent work. Give them to me. Well, thank you. I'll check them out later. This has probably helped us to thwart an imminent attack on our depot.
I see that pleases you.
Is that so? Well, we can be very pleased. Even the smallest battles sometimes have a devastating effect on the overall picture.
Okay, so now what?
I have to think about it. I'll stay by your side while I do. And thank you.
Yeah, don't mention it. How's everything going? Look. Status report.
Nothing worth reporting. I know you mean well, but you should be careful not to neglect your own interests.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
All right.
Those soldiers tried to capture the depot. If the Skyans are now entering open confrontation like that, we don't have much time. Dawkins has never said a whole lot.
So, I'd like to call in a favor with you.
Meaning?
I want you to accompany me on my next mission.
What exactly would that entail?
There's a group of clerics exploring Caracas. I want to know what makes them tick, and what they think about us elves. I want to know their plans, and get an idea of how dangerous they could be to us elves.
I see. Do you know where these clerics are right now?
Yeah, but not for how long. We have to move fast if we're gonna catch them.
Okay, let's go take a closer look at your clerics.
Good. All right, let's go. They usually camp in that area up ahead. We must have the plans on them. If we keep our heads down, we can seize them. But that is not the prime objective in this matter.
But why the clerics? You really think they could be dangerous to you Albs?
The ELEX made us emotionless. With our brothers and sisters, the clerics, it's different. They don't take any ELEX. That must be a great advantage if you ask me. You go ahead. I'll be right behind you.
My head. The infection. I'd already forgotten about it again. I should train my mind before that thing happens to me. Dawkins has never said a whole lot about the time before the comet. The old world. It's almost as if he never saw it. I wonder what it's like to outlast time. Watching generations live and die. You call them your brothers and sisters?
We Albs originated from the clerics.
Stop sneaking
I
around.
know not many of us want to remember that, but it's the truth.
Oh yeah.
Back problems?
Stop sneaking around. Stop sneaking around.
It's over. I'd better get out of here. Here are the cleric's strategic plans.
Thanks. That's really going to help.
Glad to help.
Clerics are philanthropists and have a great deal of empathy. That makes them receptive to many things that we Albs are incapable of. It has a lot to do with intuition. It makes many actions seem very irrational to us Albs. But from my current perspective, they aren't. We can still learn from our brothers and sisters.
I see. What will you do next?
After checking out the cleric's plans, we need to take a closer look at the Morcons. Ask me again later when I'm ready.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
Sure thing.
train my mind before that thing happens to me. How's it going?
I'm ready to grab some more strategic plans. Their destructive potential could reduce the depot to rubble. That has to be prevented at all costs.
There are far more powerful things that threaten all of us.
The attacks by the foreign invaders are clearly structured, and their intentions are fairly obvious. But the falseness and unpredictability of the free people is far more alarming to me.
The Morcons make no secret of the fact that they're destructive fanatics.
That's what we're all supposed to believe. But I think there's more to it than that. Let's find out.
Show me these so-called Morcons.
Okay, follow me. It's like last time. The Morcons have hidden their plans somewhere over there. I don't think they'll be too happy about us taking them. So, we better be careful then. I'll be right behind you.
I need to keep going.
Observing
exactly are
humanity's
you
roots
creeping
like
around?
this, it is remarkable that it still exists at all.
Whatever it is
exactly
you're
are you
hoping to
creeping
achieve,
around?
we're just gonna make them mad when they find out what we're actually up to.
Why
Want to
exactly
avoid that,
are you creeping
we better
around?
make sure they don't spot us.
Why exactly are you creeping around?
Here's the plans. Now to get out of here. Here are the Morcon plans you wanted.
Good. In fact, that's very good. Finally, some more insight into the machinations of these religious lunatics. I'll check this out as soon as possible.
Then what?
I don't know yet. Ask me again later.
So, have you gleaned any insights from the plans yet?
I have indeed. Several. But I hardly think they will be of any use to you.
Why not?
Because it's about emotional reactions and attitudes towards certain circumstances.
Such as?
How they think about procreation. What they'd do if none of the other groups were there anymore. Highly advanced techniques related to unavoidable threats and fears of survival.
You're talking about psychology. About being human in itself.
It sure looks that way to me.
Okay. How are you gonna protect your people with this?
You of all people should know that. If you know your enemy, you know how to hurt them most effectively. Exactly.
How's everything going? Look. Status report.
I've got no reason to complain right now.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
All right.
They wouldn't do that. Would they?
Listen, I have another request for you. I'd like to get my eyes on some of the Berserkers' strategic plans.
That's not at all surprising. You got any idea where you might find plans like that?
There's a group of Berserkers roaming around somewhere near the Tavar fort. We should take a closer look.
All right. Let's go find your Berserkers.
Let's get the fuck out of here then, before they're gone. still don't understand why my people have developed such a fear of the Berserkers.
Anything foreign can be seen as a threat. The Berserkers are trying to preserve both mankind and nature, but their methods are often esoteric. And that's difficult to understand for an alb, looking at it from a scientific background.
Then let's find out if those Berserkers over there feel the same way.
This damn infection. I should train my mind before that thing happens to me. Where have I seen this before?
The culture that left these buildings behind was a degenerate one.
You want to rob the Berserkers. How do you expect them to react to that?
They won't react if they don't catch us. If they do, we'll just deal with them.
That's what Nyra wants. I should get out of here. Here are the Berserkers' plans.
My analysis is progressing well. I think it's time to end our collaboration.
Now? I thought we were just starting to understand each other.
You know what I want. I want to protect the elves.
And you know what I want. That you fight here by my side.
This could take forever. I have far better things to do.
Wait a minute. You still owe me one. You're gonna stay right here until we're through with this.
I'm warning you.
No. You're part of the Sixth Power now, and it's time you accepted that.
That wasn't the deal.
I've helped you often enough. It's time you gave something back. You can go back to the depot when you're done with your tasks.
And how do you think that would look?
Let's start by keeping the Bastion clean.
You're assigning me to clean up the living quarters?
To cool off, I suggest you go hunting and make sure the number of animals in the area doesn't get out of control.
The animals?
Unless you have a better way to help.
No, not really.
Okay, then get out there and let me know when you're done.
Yeah, all right, I'll do it.
I'll come back in a while to check on your work.
Yes, sir. asshole.
Shit. Anyway.
Training of Commander Corps mental stability urgently recommended.
All right, let's begin my mental training.
Acknowledged. Initiating training protocol.
Thanks. Hopefully that'll be enough for a while.
Stand by.
Shit. Right now, we should tackle the biggest disputes in the lands of the Free People. The Skyans are starting to realize that we Berserkers are researching and fighting their creatures. They're so threatened by it that they're sending their creatures into the battlefield in their masses to fight us. Thinking about the current situation, they could be a real threat. I should talk to Kaya about it as soon as possible.
Acknowledged.
Okay then, let's go. Clock's ticking.
We should also remember that once this war is over, we all have to share this planet.
The Skyans are starting to realize that us Berserkers are a real threat to them.
And they appear to be doing something about it. I've just received reports of their creatures being seen in high numbers. We need to look into this.
Where does it look the worst?
A large concentration of Skyanids have been seen in Tavar. If they reach the fort, it's all over. Another large cluster have been spotted in Caracas, and whatever they're doing there, it can't be good. There are also hordes of creatures gathered in Maracor, on the border of Ignadon. If they cross over and invade, we'll have a serious problem on our hands. You have to stop them if you don't want the Berserkers to be annihilated. And that's just one part of this war. I just hope we can survive it all.
Follow me.
mistake!
High probability of collapse.
I'll get you!
Well, that's that. Let's see what happens now. Hard work. What else is on our list? The entrance to Maricor is still packed with those Skyan creatures. We're still not ready. Their numbers are dropping, but there's still a few more to defeat before we can feel safe again. Got time to go over what still needs to be done?
Alright, go on then.
So we still have a few things to take care of before we can launch an assault on the Maricor main former.
We have to pace ourselves. We'll need all the strength we can muster. Ah yes, one more thing. The Albs. They've always been our arch-enemies, but after recent events, they feel particularly threatened. They fear our potential dominance. Which is why Alexander Kardrax has invaded Tavar and intends to capture our fort.
No problem. Just one more thing for my to-do list.
Always have to have a smart answer for everything.
Callahan. Now the remaining computing units in Magellan. A silent but effective attack on our systems. Diabolical plan by an emotionless machine. Cassandra almost got away with it. Well, that's that. Let's see what happens now. It won't stay peaceful for long, but I think the biggest threats to us Berserkers have finally been eliminated. Kaya should know about this.
The area around the Bastion is clean now, right?
In that case, I've got another job for you.
Huh? What's that? You got a job? Is it cleaning?
I see you still haven't cooled off. It would be better for all of us if you could pull guard duty inside the Bastion for a while.
But
You need to get your shit together and understand what this is all about.
all right. But I need precise instructions on how you want this guard duty carried out.
To protect the Sixth Power, you need to keep a close eye on all accommodation areas.
The people like moving around and rarely stay in one position. This makes it difficult to keep a constant eye on them all.
And think of it as a challenge.
But that's... fine. As you command. And for how long?
Until you've cooled down and can think clearly again.
You're not just gonna forget me and let me go to waste in that Bastion?
No, that's not my intention.
Good. Hey, listen. Enough already. I want a proper job.
I'm not so sure. Have you given more thought to our arrangement?
Yeah, well... you can trust me. I won't cause you any more trouble.
Okay. Then get ready. We'll be going into battle soon.
Good. I'll prepare myself. So, if you ever need a comrade in arms by your side again, I'm available now.
How's everything going? Look. Status report.
I've got no reason to complain right now.
Alexidor Kardrax is gone. The fort is safe from the Alps for now.
For a brief moment there, I thought it was all over. We're fortunate we can always rely on you when it comes to these matters. Thank you, Jax. You did well.
Got time to go over what still needs to be done?
Alright, go on then.
Looks like we've taken care of the biggest threats to the Berserkers.
And we owe you a debt for that. Thank you.
It means we can deal with our other problems.
Then prepare for the big battle in Marikor. The Skyans will soon mobilize their forces in Marikor. We must prevent them from invading the territories of the Free People.
We need to find Dawkins and take him out. He's too big of a threat. So turn your sensors up and track him down. Let me know the second you find anything.
Localization protocol initiated.
I don't know what'd be worse. If we found him, if he found us, or if the Skyans found him. Let's talk to Cassandra one last time. Same location, same method. I mean, lightning can't strike the same spot twice, right? Try it again. Contact Cassandra.
Connection to Control Unit 0 established.
So, where were we?
Analyzing.
Ah, that's right. We were talking about your carrier medium, the Dark ELEX. How can you reverse the transmutation process after being bitten?
My analysis of your metabolism reveals an advanced stage of transmutation without metamorphosis. This is abnormal behavior.
I'll ask you again. Wait. Oh, I get it. You don't know how it all works. You have no fucking idea, do you? You're not a control unit. You're just an executive body, a Skyan puppet. They programmed you, and they control your processes. That's it, huh?
Comprehensive investigation in an appropriate research cell is vital.
Of course. It's your scientists. They're wondering why I still haven't turned into one of your creatures. It's one of the reasons you want Dawkins, too, huh? Don't want him leading an even stronger resistance against Dark ELEX.
Hold your position. The curators here will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Who gave you the damn order to look for us? Who wants to autopsy us anomalies?
Analyzing.
Who programmed you? Who's behind all this?
Analyzing.
Give me their fucking name!
Contact. Enemy units detected.
Shit!
Sensors detect no trace of Control Unit 0.
Cassandra retreated. Maybe I was a little rough there. Well, activate enhanced security protocols, little guy. I think we found out what we can.
Acknowledged.
It wasn't a lot, but still. Now I know what we need to face the Skyans in Marikor.
Sensors detect weak signal from direction of Baytuh. The former is sharing contact data.
A message from the Skyans. What is it?
Principal Tayak awaiting arrival of second humanoid anomaly in Baytuh Command Unit.
An audience with the Skyend elite, huh? Guess I piqued somebody's interest.
Additional data packets transferred. Isolation active.
Right. Leave enhanced security protocols active. Those sons of bitches will just try and take you over again. You better leave your visor closed until I've talked to Principal Tayak.
Acknowledged.
We have to take care of ourselves first. I need a few good fighters by my side.
Recommendation. Verify loyalty of comrades.
Yeah, I'm afraid I'll have to do that before we go into battle. I can't afford to have any setbacks or betrayals right now. Thanks for the tip, pal.
Stand by.
That could be important. This is the Baytuh former command cell. And where's Principal Tayak?
Probability of human survival within critical range.
And out of their midst will come men who will tower above all others, and yet be equal to them.
So you must be Principal Tayak. Didn't know Skyends could speak our language.
What has long rested in darkness has returned to the light of the world. Yes, we speak your language, and yes, they call me Tayak now. A designation of my identity, one that has not completely shed its roots.
You were waiting for me.
I called, and you came.
Why now? Why haven't you tried to negotiate with humans before?
Your attempts to infiltrate Cassandra were impressive. You are worthy of our attention.
What makes you think you have the right to destroy our planet?
It is as much our planet as it is yours, and we will improve it.
Who are you? Where the hell are you from?
The ground beneath you tells our story, but there are few who could remember it now.
But why Magellan? Couldn't you have found another world?
Unless you are aware of an alternative habitat, that is not a viable proposal.
Why invade now? Why not before?
We had not completed our primary research. We would have been unprepared.
You're not giving me straight answers. Just a load of bullshit.
You hear the words, but your mind is too limited to discern the truth behind them.
Why did you call me? What do you want from me?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. If anyone can understand, it would be you.
What the fuck?
You can ask 1,000 more questions, and I could answer them all. And yet your mind would not apprehend this knowledge without the one answer to every question.
And what's that?
Who we are, where we come from, where we are going, and how much time we have left is all at the will of the singularity. It is the source. It is our God. It is the ELEX. And it will be the end of us all.
More damn riddles. How am I supposed to understand anything if everything you say just raises more questions?
Your thoughts are tied in knots, when really it's all so simple. Let me explain it to you from the very beginning. First, there was desire, a shared obsession for eternal life. We were not the only ones with such a desire. There was another, a scientist and inventor, making his name at what was then called the Infinite Skies Corporation.
You're talking about Dawkins.
It was he who invented the formula for immortality. He who discovered the singularity, a celestial body with the necessary laboratory conditions, many light years away. And so the inventor sent a delegation of scientists there, so that they could make his elixir of life a reality. And they succeeded. The first ELEX was created. But the inventor was still here on Magellan. If he was to remain alive for the many decades of research ahead, he would need the first derivative of the ELEX brought to him. And so the comet became the emissary of this miracle, delivering both the ELEX and the cataclysm that would reduce the planet to ashes. The rest of Magellan's story, you wrote yourself.
Huh. I thought it must have been something like that. Callahan wasn't the only spacecraft sent to save mankind from the comet. There was a second one, carrying a group of scientists, and its name was Cassandra. That's who you are, isn't it? You're the scientist Dawkins sent in search of eternal life. When I first heard what you called yourselves, it sounded like sky ants. But you're not insects. You're not even beings from another planet. You're scientists. And you risked everything, heading into the sky in search of the very essence of life. Everything that's happened to our world over the last 2 centuries, it's because of you. You developed ELEX and brought it here.
My name was once Taylor, but many years of metamorphosis and cellular renewal turned me into something else. Turned us all into something unique. We became the Skyans. I am Tayak now, the guardian of Baytuh, one of those who will improve Megalon.
You call what you do improving? Killing everything and everyone and building your own world? We've got another word for that. Genocide.
Those who are worthy will be transformed. All others are expendable.
What was it like, being shot into the sky like that?
We are immortal. We can do things the rest of humanity can't even dream are possible. But it has come at a high cost. After centuries near the singularity, developing the ELEX, we began to change. But we came to an even more devastating realization. The singularity was moving. Slowly at first, then faster and faster. Even the most hardened skeptics could no longer deny what we had started to suspect. You see, the ELEX was not just made near the singularity. Many of the components were actually taken from it.
Does that mean?
Yes. The ELEX is part of the singularity, and it wants it back.
That thing, it's on its way here? You stole part of its essence and now it's coming to take it back, to reunite with the ELEX. Is that what you're saying?
Your mind is beginning to see now, to understand.
Why the hell are you telling me this? What do you want?
You are the second humanoid anomaly. You are a DNA replicant of Dr. Adam Charles Dawkins, or Deus, as he is known among Skyans. You have a direct connection to him. Of all living humans, you must know where he is.
As it happens, I have no idea where Dawkins is now. But why is he so important to you?
Those of us who left in the Cassandra space shuttle risked our lives and had to live in open space for decades. Dawkins only had one job. He was to prepare this planet for our return with the first derivative of the ELEX we sent him. But when we finally received word from him and returned, well, so much has gone wrong with this planet in our absence.
So you want to make Dawkins pay for not preparing the planet for you. But that's not the whole story, is it? You don't understand why I still resist your infection, do you? Cassandra's computer told me. My superhuman willpower is a mystery, and you're starting to realize I could be dangerous to you. How am I doing so far?
You see much.
So you want to drag me off to your labs and tie me to one of your dissection tables? Of course. And since I'm Dawkins' DNA replicant, you think I must have the same abilities he does. So take me apart, and you learn all about him, too.
Since you seem to understand everything so clearly, there's no need to prolong things. If you can't help us find him, this conversation is over. Dawkins won't be able to hide forever.
Yeah, sure, whatever. Just one more thing.
Enough questions. It is time to study your anomaly. We have very little time before the singularity arrives. We must be prepared. That means expending our knowledge of mutability, and your DNA could save us many years of research. Now, make your way to one of our research cells. You cannot win the battle with the new ELEX anyway. Sooner or later, you will become one of us.
Then why are you so eager to take me apart? You don't know shit. Anyway, even if it does come to that, it'll be my decision, not yours.
Enough! We need to finish this now.
Over my dead body.
If that is how it must be.
Keep going. Think about it. Fucking son of a bitch. Dawkins is the cause of everything that's happened to humanity. The world fell to his arrogance and greed. He wanted nothing more than to prolong his own miserable existence. And now, when the spirits he summoned are haunting him, he disappears. This has to stop. For good. My drone needs to find him. I must put an end to his plans. Damn it. What's wrong with me? No, not now. Wow. Something's happening to me. I think I'm starting to develop the ability to control it. I'm becoming one with the Dark Elex and its properties, just as the Skyants feared. Dawkins, I will find you, and I will finish this.
Soon there's gonna be a big boom, and I want to have a front row seat, okay?
We'll be going to war against the enemy soon. Are you with us?
What? You want to keep all the fun to yourself? Fuck that. Of course I'm coming.
Glad to hear it.
Oh, don't get all sentimental on me now. Gives me the runs.
Another ally to check off the list. Let's keep going.
Maricor's a rat's nest. How about we clear it out?
Almost time for the big battle. You ready for this?
This is what I do best. Chaos. You think I'm gonna let you start this bloodbath without me? No way.
Good.
There won't be anything good about it. You can bet on that.
And another ally. Let's keep going. We'll be going to Maricor soon. You come with me?
Maricor? Are you insane? No way. Man, guess you can see right through me now, can't you, big guy? Of course I'll come. Not like I have anything better to do. I'll be there.
Another ally I can check off my list. Let's keep going.
Jax,
What?
I got a problem.
What's up?
I've been trying to cut down my ELEX use for days. I tell myself it's the way to true effectiveness and intuition. Without even really knowing what... I don't even know how to say it.
You have doubts.
Yeah, but not because of the ELEX. I don't think my own people even understand what they're fighting for. I've spent a lot of time studying the plans we captured from the other factions. There's a lot of truth and power in them. To be honest, I would have expected much more hostility against the Alps. Most of the plans I've been able to look at were devoted to self-defense.
At times like these, everyone thinks of themselves and their own first.
I'd expected more ideological intentions and religious ideas. And now, under the circumstances, I'm not sure how it all affects the Alps. Do our own plans provide the same? Are we seeing the situation clearly? Or are we still sightless? Like back then, when everyone was blindly following the hybrid.
You don't know.
I follow the teachings of our agents and the commander. But I've never had a direct insight into their orders, much less.
I understand. You want to get your hands on the Alb's strategic plans.
I see no other way to remove my doubts. I've heard about a patrol of troopers somewhere up above the depot. Let's try our luck there.
All right. Let's go and check out your Alb patrol.
Yeah, let's do that. There's one thing, though. I don't want any of them harmed. Get it?
I know. That goes without saying.
All right. Then let's see you get hold of their plans without them realizing, okay?
I'll give it a shot.
Let's get going then. May the directive guide us.
Stop. There's nothing to see here. I see you're one of us, but I didn't call for any reinforcements. You should just leave right now.
These are the plans Nyra wants. I should get out of here. Fast. Here are the Alb's plans.
Yeah, that's them. Feels treacherous to take them.
It feels treacherous because it is treason. We stole strategic war plans from your leaders. Well, it couldn't do much worse to turn the Albs against us.
We better keep this incident to ourselves. You agree with me, don't you?
I think it would be better.
Good. I'm gonna concentrate on studying my people's plans for now. You don't have anything more important to do. Would you excuse me?
Of course. Follow me.
All right.
Commander, a group member has departed.
Yeah? Who?
Nyra.
Ugh, I'm not surprised. She's an Alb, so you can trace her, right? Where'd she go?
Sending coordinates to Adjutor now.
Ignadon. Where else? Bet she wants to go back to the depot. Thanks, pal. I'll take care of Nyra when I have the time.
Acknowledged.
Hey, what are you doing here?
I was afraid you'd find me. Why can't you just let me go?
I've invested too much in you to just give up now.
A very sober and objective explanation, but I don't believe it at all.
That's all you're getting. You better explain to me what all this nonsense is about.
It's the Free People. I've learned a lot about the other communities recently. I had to accept that their intentions and motives are not so different from those of my people.
Is that a good thing, or not?
No, not at all. It would mean that all my life I've been under the mistaken impression that...
I am so sorry you have to deal with this.
I'll never be one of them.
Well, maybe not. But you can try. If you give up now, the Skyants will win in the end. Pain, suffering, doubt, even hatred and violence. They're all very human. It's not weakness. It's a foundation for empathy, a way of perceiving the world. Come with me. I'll help you do this.
I don't know. It's such a mess.
It's a storm. Almost all the time, A whirlwind of logic and emotion. Let me help you.
What if it goes wrong? Badly wrong.
Then it does. And then you try it again.
Your willpower is...
It's not willpower, Nyra. It's humanity. Come on. We still have a lot of work to do.
Okay. I'll follow you. I have one more request.
Go on.
The Skyans. I want to study their plans too.
The humans' plans I could still understand. But the Skyans?
Just do me a favor. I need to verify something extremely important. I was able to make out a small group of them operating not far from here. Will you come with me if I try to capture their plans?
All right. I'll help you capture the strategic plans from the Skyans.
Then let's not waste any more time. They'll attack as soon as they see us.
I'm used to that.
I'll leave it up to you to decide which method we use to get the plans. Just make sure they don't get the best of us. The culture that left these buildings behind was a degenerate one.
I've had some bad experiences with these guys.
I know. Nonetheless, we should still keep our eyes open.
No idea.
You are still very effective.
I'll take that as a compliment.
Well, you took down the Skyans. Did you get hold of their plans?
Ah, I knew there was something else.
Then hurry and get them.
Here are the Skyans' plans.
Show them to me. It's just as I thought. They're structured just like the human plans.
Probably because they were once human.
That may be, but it's much more than that. The truth is simply the truth.
And what's that?
The bottom line is, I get it now. The instinct for self-preservation, the ideologies, flocking together, love, even hate. I used to be calm and logical. Now I'm explosive and highly sensitive. But I'm starting to like it. I mean, I know I go from one extreme to the other a lot. But I don't think I'd want to be without them. Even if it means that I often suffer the burden of emotions.
I think you're doing pretty good.
Thanks for never giving up on me. I owe you one.
Really? Then how about...
No more guard duty, okay?
No. No more guard duty. Promise.
Good. Then let's move on. I think we left some loose ends.
How's everything going? Look. Status report.
I've got no reason to complain right now.
We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.
Sure thing.
How's everything going? Look. Status report.
I've got no reason to complain right now.
We're nearing the final decisive stages of this war. Will you fight with me until the end?
I can't say for sure that I'll survive. I'm not that battle-hardened. But I'll try. I'll follow you to the battle for Marikor.
Thanks for trusting in me.
We'll see. It remains to be seen whether it'll end well for both of us.
Another ally to check off the list. Let's keep going. It won't be long before we're at war. Will you still be fighting by my side when the time comes?
How dare you ask me that?
Well, I need to know.
Oh, shut up. Of course I'll still be by your side. What else would I be doing, you idiot?
What about Dawkins? Can you locate him?
Negative. Dawkins outside sensor range.
Stay alert. We need to find that son of a bitch.
Stand by.
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
I've taken care of the riots going on in the lands of the Free People. That'll help out the Sixth Power. It's about time we took Dawkins out. Sooner the better. Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by.
Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
It's about time we took Dawkins out. The sooner the better. Last but not least, we need to get Cassandra to open the gateway to the main former. That's definitely going to be difficult. So let's keep going. We have a lot to do.
Stand by. Commander, Dawkins detected near Deltara former.
Damn it! We're too late. The Scions already got him. I don't know what they've got planned for him in Deltara, but whatever it is, It won't be good for us.
Immediate intervention recommended. Risk of compromise 98.6%.
Yeah, you're right. We gotta drag Dawkins out of there before the Skyans squeeze everything out of him.
Acknowledged.
Follow me. Finally. I thought I'd never find you.
Jax, you're here. You came to save my life?
Actually, I still don't know what I'm gonna do with you. Should I ram my gun down your throat now or after you explain things?
I see. I take it you've spoken to the Skyans.
Did you really think you'd keep your story secret forever?
No, but I hoped I'd get the chance to explain everything to you before the invaders did.
You've had plenty of chances. If things hadn't turned out this way, you probably would have taken the secret to your grave.
Maybe you're right, but perhaps we should get out of here before...
You're not going anywhere. Not until you tell me everything you've done. To me, to humanity.
Well, seems I don't have much choice. All right, let's talk about it if we must.
When did you find out about the comet heading for Magellan? Was it before or after you started planning to live forever?
The comet wasn't the beginning. I first sighted it 5 years before it crashed here. But even before that, years before, when I was still a young man, I observed a much more significant phenomenon in the sky.
The singularity.
All my research, all the observations, all the calculations, they all told me this was an incredible discovery. It was the answer to all the questions humanity had ever asked, and more. Much more than that. But I didn't have the resources then to fathom its true nature. Then, years later, when the Infinite Skies Corporation was founded, I had my chance. Unlimited resources. Everything I needed. And still, I couldn't really comprehend what I was seeing. It seemed to turn all the laws of physics, all the laws of nature, on their head. The results of my research and the lessons I learned from the Singularity's behavior brought me fame and the recognition of my colleagues. But even when many of them tried to denounce me, I continued my research, though I soon reached the limits of what I could learn.
How did you create ELEX?
I didn't. It was there all along, in the Singularity itself. ELEX is a part of it. It just needed to be modified and adapted to humans. I was getting old then, increasingly aware of my mortality. I realized I would never reap the rewards of my work if I didn't...
Find a way to live forever.
Yes. Even there, the Singularity helped me set the wheels in motion. But I couldn't do it down here on Magellan. I had to go up, to the Singularity itself. It was the only place with the right conditions. But the journey would have taken far too long. I needed a faster way. A technology you've seen for yourself. It's been a feature of the skies for years, ever since the war against the Alps.
You mean the strange ring the hybrid created?
Correct. An artificial wormhole. A bridge from this world to another. I sent a group of scientists through it. They came back more than 160 years later as highly developed, immortal beings.
Why didn't you go yourself? Why leave it to others?
Because of the comet. This rock, this tremendous destructive force on a collision course with our world. I was afraid if I went with them, we'd return to a planet reduced to rubble and dust.
And that's exactly what happened. You didn't stop it, whether you were here or on the other side of the galaxy.
It wasn't a question of whether it would hit Magellan. The question was whether humanity would survive.
You could have saved the planet. You could have changed the comet's course with your spacecraft.
I tried. I was the one who started projects like Cassandra and Callahan. But when panic breaks out, well, few people are willing to pull together for a common cause.
How did the first ELEX get into the comet?
My Cassandra scientists had to hurry once they reached the singularity. They quickly had their first success. They sent Blue ELEX back to us on a carrier rocket. But soon after launch, it became clear it would never reach Magellan. A fatal miscalculation they could do nothing to correct. But the rocket could reach the comet that was fast approaching the planet. So they steered it onto its path, and soon, the ELEX was here, and my work could begin.
Your work to prolong your miserable life at the expense of millions of other lives.
Yes, a tragedy, I admit.
How did you manage to smuggle all those scientists aboard Cassandra without anyone realizing it?
At first, nobody knew anything about the comet or any spacecraft. Of course, once things were in the open, I was forced to share my research with everyone. Research that might save a lot of lives, maybe all of them. But Cassandra was to be my project. I kept it secret to make sure it didn't suffer the same fate as Callahan. All people did was argue, blaming mistakes on each other. I couldn't allow that to happen with Cassandra, So
you got rid of anyone who could have talked about it, right?
It was a dark time. Not one I'm proud of.
Your scientists, or whatever they are now, spoke of the singularity as if it were a god.
Isn't it? It contains secrets that no one, not even I, could ever discover. Not in 1,000 lifetimes of research. It gives eternal life. It creates new life forms from nothing. It decides whether we all live or die.
Principal Tayak says it's moving towards us. It could hit us at any moment. And from what you're telling me, this is nothing like a simple comet. This will destroy us all.
So what is it, if not pure divinity?
Stop fucking with me. How do we stop it, genius?
The Skyans have been set on their path from the very beginning. It's this plan that drives them. It's their reason for being. The reason anyone who gets in its way is destroyed.
Oh yeah? So what is this plan?
All in good time, Jax. We need to survive this war before we can move on to the next one.
What about the DNA replication? Why did you share your genes with me?
I've been trying to prepare the planet for the arrival of the Skyans for years. That's what the Albs and their directive were for. And for a while it was working. But once the Albs set up the first converter in the lands of the Free People, the tide turned. The hybrid, that thing I was a part of once, sensed resistance among the Albs. There were a lot of skeptics and even saboteurs, especially among the technicians. The foundation of a hostile group, the Separatists, became inevitable. But there you were, a highly effective and confident commander. Even then, your willpower was a thing to behold. I replicated my own DNA with that of the Alb with the greatest mental strength I could find to protect myself and my legacy. It was a backup, if you will. Being in the hybrid capsule prevented me from doing anything as mundane as procreating.
That explains your interest in my son. But you won't be going near him again. I'll make sure of that.
After the replication, your willpower became even stronger. You were the only one who could resist being promoted to Elexidor. Even implanting a control chip in your head had little effect. That's one reason I chose you to establish and lead the Sixth Power. If anyone can stop the Skyans, it's you.
Where does this great willpower come from? What did you do to me that even the Skyans don't understand?
The gifts to exercise great power over ELEX are rooted in the configuration and harmonies of an individual's DNA. And willpower is one of these gifts. There are others, such as superhuman creativity or imagination, or superhuman strategic and mathematical problem solving. You and I are not just the humanoid anomalies the Skyans would have us believe. We are ELEX elementals, my friend. Our gifts give us the power to shape both ourselves and the fate of the world.
Why the sixth power? Why so much effort?
Because the Skyans want to level the planet, and I no longer have the power to stop them. I'm not one of them anymore. I'm their enemy.
Who can blame them for wanting you dead? All these elaborate schemes, all that effort, for such a long time.
Well, that's the price of eternal life, and I'm paying it now.
And so is everyone else, you bastard. You're nothing but a murderer.
Maybe, but the Skyanids are far worse. Just think of the sheer scale of what they're doing.
What about what we did in those converters? Squeezing the ELEX out of people.
What is it you want, Jax? Justice? World peace? What's that compared to standing before God and being granted eternal life?
You've done nothing but lie and manipulate me. Well, I'm done. The super soldier you bred to serve you quits right here and now.
There's no need for us to be at odds, Jax.
Of course there is. It's the only way I'll ever be free.
Fine, if that's the way you want it. Just don't expect me to give up without a fight. If I win, I promise to honor your legacy. Your work will not have been in vain.
Enough talking. Let's end this now.
As you wish.
Big mistake! Shit!
Damn it.
Critical risk. Recommend immediate evasion.
That son of a bitch. Doesn't matter. I need to keep going. Otherwise, there'll be nothing left to fight for. I see. Well, then... Let's get a summary of the tasks we have ahead of us.
Stand by.
We've cleared all the obstacles that have stopped us from marching into Marikor. Now the sixth power can do what it was meant to do. I'll go through the plan of attack in Marikor with Tayak. We'll free the territories from the invaders. But what then? We still haven't got a plan for how we're going to get the gateway open.
Probability that Cassandra will cooperate, 0%.
Yeah, I know, little guy. Our machines aren't taking any half measures. Nobody can match up to their willpower.
Analyzing.
Also, I still don't know how we're supposed to get in. Let's take care of the other things first. I'll figure out the rest as we go.
Acknowledged.
Father!
Dex, what are you doing here? Shouldn't you...
I have to tell you about the spirits. I heard their voice again.
What are you talking about?
It was when I was in Tavar, near the former there. I could sense this strange presence. Remember how I told you about it?
Yeah, I remember. You said there was something... That was just...
Well, it's back. Only this time it's coming from somewhere else. I can hear them. It's like ghosts talking.
So, you hear voices. Okay. And what do you want me to do?
I have to go there. We have to go there.
All right. Can you tell me why at least?
I know this is gonna sound a little crazy, but...
I believe you. Just look at who your mother and father are. You were always going to be special. Besides, so much crazy stuff has happened lately. There isn't much that can surprise me anymore. The thing is, I have a hell of a lot of stuff to do, Dex.
I know, but this is really important.
What do these voices say? What are they talking about?
It's always just fragments, never whole sentences, but they say things like analyzing, marching orders, troop movement, or sensor range, algorithm, or control unit 0.
Wait a minute. Did you just say Control Unit 0? That's the identifier for Cassandra, the central computer of the main former in Maricor.
Yeah, it's just some stuff your drone keeps babbling.
Are you really saying you can hear the former central computers communicating with each other?
I'm not sure, but yes, it's some kind of communication. It's not just that though. I can hear where a voice comes from, even the direction it's speaking in. Like, the last few days, I kept hearing one of these voices coming from way up north. And it was speaking in the direction of one of the big formers in Ignadon.
So you're saying Cassandra's trying to contact Alfara? Well, that's what it sounds like, at least.
Maybe.
I already turned that piece of crap off. If Cassandra is really trying to contact Alfara, it won't be able to answer. So what do you have in mind?
I don't really want to go all the way north, but I want to take a look at the former that this voice was trying to reach. I feel like I'll understand them better then.
I hate saying this because it could put you in danger, but this could actually help us.
Really?
If you can really eavesdrop on the data traffic, we might be able to learn some important secrets without anyone noticing. This could make all the difference in the war.
I'll do my best. Oh, yeah. Before I forget, I have something for you. The clerics have some really cool stuff. They should be doing a lot more with it.
Yeah, sometimes I think about that too.
Here, this is for you. I managed to swipe it from them. I bet you can use it.
Yeah, sure. Thanks. So, you want to go to the Alfara former. All right. It's risky, but I'll take you. If you can tap into Cassandra's AI, it could really help us.
Great. Let's go then.
But you do what I tell you, and you do nothing until you've asked me first. Understood?
Yes. So when do we start? I can't wait.
Why don't you and Asker go on ahead to the region near Alfara and wait for me there?
Thank you, Father. I'm sure the risk will be worth it.
I hope so.
See you later.
So, my son is on his way to the Alfara former. Time for some additional preparations. I could talk to Thialg about our plan of attack in Maricor first. But I should hurry. I can't leave Dex alone too long.
Father! There you are. It's just like I said. That ghostly voice from Maricor is already much louder out here.
Can you understand Cassandra better now?
Yeah, but only like 1 word in 5. It would probably be better if we were directly in the path of the voice.
Okay. Guess that means we have to actually go inside. Formers are not the nicest places to visit. So you make sure you stay close at all times.
Okay.
And no point wasting any more time. Let's get in and out as fast as we can.
I'll stick to you like a leech.
Probability of human survival acceptable.
I can't work out exactly where Cassandra's voice is directed, but I'll keep trying. We should take a look around Alfara first. I'll know when we get to the best spot.
Most sense is if Cassandra was trying to communicate with the central computer cell.
Yeah, but only like 1 word in 5. It would probably be better if we were directly in the path of the voice. Here it is. This is where Cassandra's voice is aimed at.
So, she's still doing it.
She hasn't stopped the whole time. She really wants to get at something. Oh, it's that capsule over there.
This thing looks a lot like the capsule Dawkins was stuck in when he was the hybrid.
Cassandra keeps trying to get the capsule's controls, but something's stopping her.
Is that old world technology?
I don't know, but it's some kind of blind spot for Cassandra. Whatever she wants to do with it, she can't control it. And it's connected to the central computer cell. That's like a direct line to the synapses of the former.
This thing here. Could we use it to eavesdrop on Cassandra without her noticing?
More than that, I bet you can get direct access to her identity. If we're lucky, it might even give us access to her control algorithms. but I'd have to climb inside and link my mind to this machine.
And what if you're wrong?
I wasn't playing with toys while you were away, Father. It's not the first time I messed around with these things. The clerics had lots of this stuff lying around. I learned to use it while I was there. I mean, that's what I was supposed to do, right? That's why you sent me to them in the first place.
You're really something special. I know that, but...
Trust me, I know what I'm doing.
If Cassandra can't control that capsule, why doesn't she just destroy it?
An AI can use a capsule like this to connect a human being to its own synapses. She wouldn't throw out something like that just because it didn't work properly. She'll want to fix it. I think that's what Cassandra's been trying to do all along.
You want to go inside that thing? No way am I letting you do that.
But think about it. If I'm right, we could solve all our problems at once.
You're too important to risk on some crazy experiment.
All this time, I've been trying to find some way of helping you. And now finally I can. And you're not going to let me?
It's just too...
Too dangerous? That's what you always say. But we can't waste this chance.
But why does it have to be you? Let's get someone else to do it.
No one else can hear Cassandra's voice. I'm the only one.
Damn it, Dex.
You know I'm right. I have to get into the capsule so we can use it to attack the AI in the main former.
I'm not going to talk you out of this, am I?
Let me try, please.
Okay, let's do it.
I won't let you down. If this works like I think it will, I'll set up a channel with your drone. So if you want to talk to me, you'll have to use Crony, okay?
Hurry, before I change my mind. My head.
Probability of ambush high. Recommend reinforcements be requested.
Dex, can you hear me?
Dex message. Loud and clear, Father. You sound worried. You didn't think I could do it?
So it actually works. It is him. How are you doing in there?
Dex message. It's sort of uncomfortable. I can't feel my body. But wow, the view in here. Cyberspace. All around me. The things I can see, Father. It's mind-blowing.
What about Cassandra?
Dex message. She gave up trying to tap in and left. Dex message. But I guess she might be back later, huh?
Don't get caught.
Dex message. Okay, but I need to keep looking at the Alfara circuits and algorithms. I still don't fully understand everything. But Alfara isn't our goal, right? I need to find out how I can get to Cassandra.
Make sure she doesn't turn your brain into toast.
Dex message. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. No, I'll be careful. I'll report back once I know more. Stand by.
Oh, thank the heavens. If something had happened to Dex, I don't know what I would have done.
Take better care from now on.
I will. You have my word.
Commander, message from Dex. Transmission requested.
Absolutely. What does it say?
Transmitting data. Please wait. Hold your position. The curators here will take you into custody. Where is your prototype?
Ah, damn it. Cassandra's trying to take you over again. It's getting annoying now.
Overriding data protocol.
Good idea, buddy. Activate enhanced security protocols. Cassandra's getting bolder. She's starting to become a real threat. Are you sure it was Dex that tried to contact you?
Probability of identity of data transfer. Dex, 95.3%.
Good enough for me. Hopefully Cassandra hasn't overpowered him yet. Did you manage to read anything from the data that'll help us?
Report. Dex plan to take control of Cassandra underway. Assistance possible. Overcoming Cassandra security system of primary importance. Use of low-traffic Cassandra external node point recommended. Classification harmless. Dex recommends biotransformer near Alfara. High data throughput, low security.
Good. Let's connect to it as soon as possible. We gotta hurry. Dex is in danger.
Acknowledged.
Follow me. Oh no.
Here is Cassandra's external node point. Classification still harmless.
Okay. Now work your cyberspace magic. Dex will be waiting for you. I'll keep an eye out in case Cassandra sends any henchmen.
Acknowledged.
Registering enemy takeover. Initializing security protocols. Holding position. Curators will... Error. Initiating reboot sequence. Loading new identity.
Algorithm confirmed. Reboot sequence completed.
Dex, is that really you?
Yes, Father. It's me.
Cassandra infiltrated. Takeover complete.
Did it work? Dex, can you hear me? How are you doing?
Dex message. Everything's fine. I just have a few things to take care of. Issues with Cassandra's security protocols, you might call it, Father.
Then Cassandra's now under your control.
Control Unit 0 eliminated. Dex message. Cassandra's consciousness has been deleted, but it's a huge mess here right now.
Okay, that all sounds pretty good. Now we can try and get through the main former gateway.
Text message. Cassandra made more viruses and security protocols before she was deleted. I'll need to collect and deactivate them first. That might take a while. I have strategic orders here from the Skyans and records of their troop movements over the last 2 days. The Skyans ordered a large section of their force to march into Maracor. Deal with the invaders first. An immobilized mainformer is no use if the Skyan army is going to destroy everything anyway.
Huh, you're right. You know, you'd make a great commander.
Text message. I hope I won't have to once the war is over. But still, thank you, Father. I'll report back once I've cleared things up here. End of transmission.
Be careful, little guy. Man, Wardic is an addict. He can't deal with the emotions of quitting ELEX. That's why he wants to go back to his people. It's pathetic when you think about the kind of man he was before. We're done for now. Stand by at the Bastion.